One of the biggest criticisms of JJK that I see is how it needs more filler. I find this critique to be absolute lunacy. So, I will be explaining why filler is not needed in JJK and how it actually strengthens narrative themes that many miss out on. This video might be a bit short, but I will be splitting it into two parts. One will be the lore reason why and how the lack of filler actually further strengthens the themes of the manga. Two will be more the meta reason on how filler wouldn't work within the storyline that Gege is trying to tell in terms of writing and pacing. So, hope you enjoy! As we all know, Gojo is the strongest in the JDK verse. Because of this, he brings some sort of protective barrier between the students and the curses. When he is gone, that protective barrier is also gone. This makes the world much more dangerous and the storyline much more dark. This is shown through several things. The deaths of characters such as Mai, Nobara, and Nanami, Skuna taking over Megumi's body, the cast even having to participate in the culling game. The cast are put into more perilous events that will leave no time for filler or downtime. This isn't even mentioning Tsumiki and how she was pretty much the main drive for Megumi and the cast to do the culling game. Gojo's protective barrier allows the tone to be less dark and for the cast of children to not have to worry for their lives. This is why Season 1 and to some extent JJK 0 are more lighthearted much compared to Season 2 and Season 3, where everything is much darker. This isn't even counting one of the major themes of JJK, the loss of childhood. You know, the thing that Gojo is fighting for in the series? The students are used as child soldiers for the higher-ups. We are supposed to be sad and wish better for the characters because we know that these kids deserve better. We love these characters just as much as Gojo does, which is why he strives to never take away their youth, as he stated in JDK 0. As much as morons love to hate on JDK's ending, more specifically its final chapter, the final chapter actually does show the development of its themes. With all the bad guys dead, the students can finally do what they should have been doing in the first place. Being kids. People always say that the final chapter was too happy, but completely missed out on the themes of the story. Yuji, Nobara, and Megumi are finally together again, and are doing missions. Heck, the final page is literally everybody being happy, kinda. In conclusion, the lack of filler in JDK contributes to one of the biggest narrative themes and character motivations. This section is mostly for the meta or a reason why filler wouldn't work writing or pacing wise. Something that just baffles me when people say they want more filler is how, in my opinion, they don't realize how filler just wouldn't fit in tonally with JJK. Just imagine this. The Shibuya incident happens, and Yuji actively has guilt over the people he, and I'm quoting right now, murdered. Let's say after that, he and Choso just start a side quest to get flowers or something. Do you know how that would ruin the pacing of the storyline and its overall tone at this point in the story? The stakes are higher than they have ever been previously, and Tsumiki doesn't have that much time. If the cast were to sidetrack to do stupid stuff, the stakes are ultimately skewered and treated as not as important as the story states. It also just doesn't make sense for the character's motivations. We all know Yuji, right? He would be dead focused on trying to help Tsumiki out, not be sidetracking, you know? To be honest, I never understood this complaint about JDK's storyline. When I was watching Season 1, I thought the cast interacted well with each other, and I developed an emotional attachment to the characters through their backstories, development, and triumphs. Now, I can't understand wanting to see your favorite characters just be goofy and stuff, but I feel that people don't realize how adding filler everywhere can truly compromise the tone, pacing, and stakes of a storyline, and JDK is a good example of that. Thank you everyone for watching. Sorry for the shorter video. I hope you enjoyed the video and please leave a like or subscribe if you like video games or anime manga content. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye bye.